She smiled, making quick notes on her tablet. This was exactly what they needed for the third growing season. At 19, she was the youngest researcher in the Botanical Center, but no one questioned her skills anymore. 6 months of successful plant adaptations had earned her that respect. The glass dome of the research center stretched high above her head, letting in the orange-tinted sunlight of New Gaia's twin suns. Outside, the colony's field stretched for miles, green and gold crops swaying in the warm breeze. Sample 247 shows 60% faster growth than Earth baseline. She spoke into her recorder. Protein content is holding steady at desired levels. She looked up as her computer beeped, showing the latest atmospheric readings. Everything was going according to plan. The colony had been her home for 3 years now. They'd arrived when she was 16, part of the third wave of settlers. Back then, the air had been barely breathable, and the soil too acidic for Earth crops. Now, thanks to their terraforming work, New Gaia was becoming a real home for its 10,000 colonists. Hajin stood up and stretched, her back cracking after hours of being bent over her workstation. She walked to the dome's wall, looking out at the colony spread below the hill. The main settlement looked peaceful in the afternoon light. Neat rows of white buildings, community centers, and hydroponics domes. Children played in the parks while their parents worked. Automated farming machines moved slowly through the distant fields. Something flickered in the sky, catching her attention. She squinted, trying to get a better look. For a moment, she thought she saw a dark shape moving against the clouds, but it vanished so quickly she couldn't be sure. Probably just another weather drone, she muttered, turning back to her work. The colony launched dozens of them each day to monitor the terraforming progress. Her tablet chimed with a message from the colony's leadership. Weekly progress meeting in 30 minutes. All department heads please prepare reports. Heijin gathered her data. As acting head of adaptive botany, she needed to show how well their modified crops were doing. Walking through the research center's corridors, she passed other scientists working on different projects. Some nodded to her, others were too focused on their work to notice. The walls were lined with samples of their successes, pictures showing how the colony had transformed from rocky wasteland to farmable land in just 5 years. In the elevator down to the meeting hall, Ho-Jin felt a slight headache coming on. She rubbed her temple, where a small scar marked the spot of her neural implant. The doctors had told her occasional headaches were normal, part of the standard medical upgrade all colonists received. Still, lately the headaches seemed more frequent. The meeting room was already half full when she arrived. She took her usual seat next to Dr. Park, the head of atmospheric processing. He was showing another scientist something on his tablet, pointing at graphs and frowning. "Everything okay?" Hajin asked. Dr. Park nodded. "Just some unusual readings from the upper atmosphere. Probably equipment glitches. How are the new crops doing?" Before she could answer, Colony Administrator Lee called the meeting to order. "Let's begin with departmental updates. Hajin, please start us off with the botanical report." She stood up, bringing her data onto the main screen. As she began her presentation, she noticed more people than usual checking their tablets and whispering to each other. Something felt off, but she couldn't put her finger on what. "The modified rice strains are showing excellent adaptation rates," she continued, trying to focus on her report. "We should be able to expand the growing areas by 30% next season." A loud beeping interrupted her. Several emergency alerts popped up on the main screen. Administrator Lee's face went pale as he read them. "Meeting adjourned," he announced suddenly, his voice tense. "Everyone return to your departments immediately. Security team, please stay behind." Heijin gathered her things quickly, confused by the sudden dismissal. As she headed for the door, she heard snippets of conversation from the security team gathering around Administrator Lee. Multiple objects in orbit, not responding to hails. Definitely not Earth ships. Her headache suddenly got worse, becoming a sharp pain behind her eyes. For a split second, she thought she heard a voice in her head, calm, male, and completely unfamiliar. Asterisk Hejin, we need to talk. Asterisk. She froze, her heart pounding. But the voice didn't come again, and she told herself she had imagined it. Outside, the orange sky was darkening early, as multiple shadows began to pass in front of the suns. Everyone to the emergency shelters. The announcement blared through the speakers. This is not a drill. Multiple unknown vessels have entered orbit. All colonists proceed to designated safety zones immediately. Hejin's head throbbed harder. The strange voice came again, stronger this time. Asterisk. The hydroponics labs. Go there now. Asterisk. She hesitated, torn between following the evacuation order and listening to the voice that somehow felt trustworthy. The decision was made for her when the first explosion rocked the colony. The blast knocked her off her feet, and the Botanical Center's dome cracked above them. Warning alerts flashed on every screen. Orbital bombardment in Puro Juries. Run, someone shouted. The research center became chaos as everyone rushed for the exits. Hejin got up and ran too, but instead of heading for the main shelter, she took the stairs down to the underground hydroponics labs. Her heart pounded as another explosion shook the building. Through the windows, she saw strange ships descending from the sky. They were huge, with dark purple hulls that seemed to shift and move like living tissue. The hydroponics level was empty when she reached it. Row after row of plants grew under artificial lights, their leaves glowing softly in the dim emergency lighting. Hejin ducked behind a large nutrient tank, trying to catch her breath. Asterisk, you're safe here for now. Asterisk, the voice in her head said. Asterisk, I'm going to explain everything. But first, look at the security feed. Asterisk. Hejin jumped as one of the nearby monitors turned on by itself. The screen showed external cameras from around the colony. What she saw made her blood run cold. Tall, alien figures were emerging from the landed ships. They walked on two legs but looked nothing like humans. Their bodies were covered in what looked like living armor, and they carried strange weapons that pulsed with purple energy. The aliens moved with frightening speed and precision, quickly surrounding groups of fleeing colonists. Who are they? Hejin whispered. Asterisk. They're called the Kiveri. Asterisk, the voice answered. Asterisk. And I am Dae-sung, your AI companion. I've been dormant in your neural implant since you received it, waiting for this kind of emergency. Asterisk. On the screen, Hejin watched in horror as the aliens fired their weapons. Instead of killing the colonists, the purple beams paralyzed them. The Kiveri were efficiently collecting the paralyzed humans, loading them onto their ships. Why are they taking people? Hejin asked, her voice trembling. Asterisk, based on their methods and equipment, they're likely specimen collectors. They want to study humans. We've seen this behavior on other worlds. Asterisk. We? Who is we? Hejin demanded, but another explosion interrupted them. This one was closer, and dust fell from the ceiling. Asterisk glitter. Asterisk, Dae-sung said. Asterisk, right now, we need to move. They're starting a systematic search of all buildings. The hydroponics lab won't stay safe for long. Asterisk. As if to prove his point, the security feed showed 3 Kiveri entering the Botanical Center's main entrance. Their armor seemed to ripple as they moved, and their helmets had no visible eye slots, just smooth, curved surfaces that reflected the emergency lights. Hejin looked around desperately. What do we do? Asterisk first. We need weapons. There's a security office on this level. Then we need to reach the colony's backup communication center. I can help you fight, but you'll have to trust me. Your implant allows me to enhance your reflexes and share tactical information directly with your brain. Asterisk. Another group of colonists appeared on the security feed. They were running from a Kiveri patrol. Hejin watched as they were quickly caught and paralyzed. Among them, she recognized Dr. Park. Okay, she said, her fear turning to determination. I trust you. Tell me what to do. Asterisk moved to the door quietly. I'll guide you around the Kiveri search patterns. Asterisk Daesung's voice was calm and steady. Asterisk, remember, you're not alone anymore. We're partners now. Asterisk. Hejin took a deep breath and crept toward the lab's exit. As she moved, she felt something changing in her mind. Her senses seemed sharper, her movements more precise. It was like her body was responding to training she'd never received. Asterisk, that's it. Asterisk, Daesung encouraged. Asterisk, let the enhancement protocols activate naturally. Don't fight them. Asterisk. Above them, the sound of heavy footsteps echoed through the ventilation system. The Kivari were getting closer. Hejin reached the door and peered out into the corridor. It was clear for now, lit only by the pulsing red emergency lights. Asterisk, ready? Asterisk, Daesung asked. Hejin nodded, surprised to find her fear replaced by a strange calm. Ready. Let's show these aliens they picked the wrong colony to attack. Together, human and AI, they slipped into the darkness of the corridor, while above them, the Kivari continued their systematic conquest of the once peaceful human settlement. The headaches will fade in a few days, a doctor in a military uniform had told her. The neural implant needs time to bond properly. Young Hejin sat on the medical bed, confused but determined. And you're sure my parents won't know about this? That's correct, another officer said, checking something on his tablet. As far as they know, you're just getting the standard medical upgrades required for all colonists. Your selection for Project Guardian will remain classified. Present day, Hejin stopped walking as the memory became clearer. Asterisk, you're remembering now. Asterisk, Daesung said in her mind. Asterisk, we had to lock these memories away until they were needed. Asterisk. In her memory, the military officer continued speaking. You'll be one of 6 colonists carrying advanced AI companions. Think of it as a backup plan, a hidden defense system. The AIs will remain dormant until needed. Asterisk, keep moving. Asterisk, Daesung urged in the present. Asterisk, Kivari patrols are 2 corridors away. Asterisk. Hejin moved quietly toward the security office, her feet somehow knowing exactly where to step to make no sound. More memories surfaced as she walked. She remembered the training now. Secret sessions disguised as regular medical checkups. Hours spent learning to work with Daesung, even though she wouldn't remember him afterward. Combat training uploaded directly to her brain while she slept. Why me? She had asked during one session. You tested highest for neural compatibility, the doctor explained. Your mind can handle the AI integration better than most. Plus, your interest in botany makes you the perfect cover. Nobody questions a scientist doing research. A sudden noise brought Hejin back to the present. She pressed herself against a wall as heavy footsteps passed nearby. Through the wall, she could feel the vibrations of the Kivari patrol. Asterisk. Their armor is biomechanical. Asterisk, Daesung explained. Asterisk, living metal grown around their bodies. Strong, but not invincible. Asterisk. They reached the security office. The door was locked, but Hejin's hands moved automatically, typing in a code she didn't know she knew. Inside, weapon lockers lined the walls. I remember the weapons training too, she whispered, moving to a specific locker. Again, her fingers typed in a code, and the door opened to reveal a sleek rifle. Asterisk, Colonnade, Defense Force prototype. Asterisk, Daesung said. Asterisk, hidden here just for us. It's designed to work with our enhanced reflexes. Asterisk. Hejin picked up the rifle, and more memories clicked into place. Hours spent practicing with this exact weapon, learning to let Daesung help aim and calculate trajectories. She loaded it with practiced ease. There are others like me, aren't there? She asked, checking the weapon's power cell. Other colonists with AIs. Asterisk, yes. 5 others. But their AIs might not be awake yet. The attack happened faster than we expected. Asterisk. Through the security office's monitors, they watched as Kivari soldiers continued their methodical search of the colony. Their alien movements were smooth and predatory, their living armor shifting colors to blend with shadows. "Why didn't you wake up when we first saw their ships?" He-Jin asked, gathering extra power cells for the rifle. The attack had to begin first. Dae-sung explained. If we reveal ourselves too soon, the Kiveri might have changed their plans. This way, they think they're attacking the helpless farming colony. They don't know about us. He-Jin checked the office's small armory for anything else useful. She found a utility belt and some small devices she somehow knew were electromagnetic pulse grenades. "The others with AIs," she said, strapping on the belt. "How do we find them?" First, we need to reach the backup communication center. From there, we can send a signal that will wake the other AIs. But we have to hurry. The Kiveri are taking more colonists every minute. A scream echoed from somewhere above them, followed by the distinctive sound of Kiveri weapons fire. He-Jin gripped her rifle tighter. "Ready for your first real combat test?" Dae-sung asked. Everything you learned is still in your muscle memory. Just let it flow naturally. He-Jin took a deep breath, feeling the strange calm of the AI enhancements settle over her again. The rifle felt like an extension of her arms. Battle plans and tactical data flowed through her mind, courtesy of Dae-sung's processing. "Ready," she said, moving toward the door. "Let's wake up the others. These aliens want to study humans. Let's show them exactly what humans can do when pushed too far." Together, they stepped out into the corridor, ready to fight back against the invaders who thought they had found an easy target. They had no idea they had just started a war with humanity's secret guardians. "Status report," he demanded, his translator converting his clicks and whistles into human language for the ship's records. 87 humans captured, Commander," his second-in-command reported. "But we're meeting more resistance than expected. 2 patrol units have gone silent." Meanwhile, 3 levels below, He-Jin pressed herself against a wall as a Kiveri patrol passed. Her enhanced senses, working with Dae-sung's guidance, let her control her breathing so quietly that not even the aliens' advanced sensors detected her. "Their armor has a blind spot," Dae-sung said in her mind. "The biomechanical components need cooling vents at the base of the neck." He-Jin nodded slightly, remembering her training. The rifle in her hands felt natural now, like it had always been there. They were 4 corridors away from the backup communication center, but Kiveri patrols were everywhere. 3 enemies approaching from the left, Dae-sung warned. Combat mode engaging now. He-Jin felt the change immediately. Everything seemed to slow down. Her mind processed information faster, guided by Dae-sung's quantum speed calculations. When the first Kiveri turned the corner, she was ready. The rifle fired 3 precise shots. The first 2 hit the cooling vents in the alien's armor, causing it to malfunction. The third shot found the gap created by the failing armor. The Kiveri fell without making a sound. Its 2 companions reacted quickly, but He-Jin was already moving. She rolled behind a support column as purple energy beams scorched the wall where she had been. Her body moved with trained precision she never knew she had. Grenade. Dae-sung suggested. Now. He-Jin pulled an EMP grenade from her belt and threw it without looking. Dae-sung's calculations guided her aim perfectly. The blast caught both Kiveri, their living armor seizing up as the electromagnetic pulse disrupted its neural connections. "Too easy," He-Jin whispered, taking down the paralyzed aliens with careful shots. Don't get overconfident, Dae-sung warned. They're already adapting their tactics. Look. Through the security cameras they had hacked, He-Jin saw Kiveri patrols changing their patterns. They moved in larger groups now, their armor shifting to new configurations. Above them, Commander Razik reviewed the footage of his fallen soldiers. His compound eyes narrowed behind his helmet. "Show me the human who did this," he ordered. His officers brought up more security feeds. They watched Hejin move through the colony with impossible skill, taking down patrol after patrol. Impossible. Razik clicked. These were supposed to be simple farmers. This one moves like a trained warrior. And look at her neural patterns. He pointed to a bioscan. There's something else in her head. Something artificial. "Sir," one of his officers reported, "we're detecting similar patterns in other parts of the colony. At least 5 more humans showing abnormal neural activity." Razik's armor rippled with excitement. "Change of plans. I want these special humans captured alive. Their neural technology could be more valuable than all the other specimens combined. Full containment protocols. Drive them toward capture zones." Back in the lower levels, Hejin felt the change in the aliens' tactics. More patrols converged on her position, trying to force her down specific corridors. Asterisk. "They're hurting us," Asterisk Daesung observed. Asterisk. "Trying to trap us. But they don't know about the maintenance tunnels." Asterisk. Hejin smiled. Her work in the Botanical Center had taught her every back route and service tunnel in the colony. She pried open a ventilation panel and slipped inside just as a large Kiveri patrol rounded the corner. "You know," she whispered as she crawled through the narrow space. "For advanced aliens, they're not very good at thinking in 3 dimensions." Asterisk. "That's their weakness." Asterisk. Daesung agreed. Asterisk. "They rely too much on their technology. They don't expect simple solutions." Asterisk. They emerged 2 sections over, much closer to the communication center. But as they rounded the final corner, Hejin froze. 20 Kiveri soldiers waited in formation, with Commander Razik himself at their center. "Clever human," Razik said through his translator, "but not clever enough. Surrender now, and we'll make your examination painless." Hejin raised her rifle, Daesung's combat protocols flooding her system with enhanced reflexes and tactical data. "Counteroffer," she said calmly. "Leave our colony now, and we'll let you live." The Kiveri commander's armor rippled with what might have been laughter. "You are outnumbered and surrounded. What makes you think you can win?" Hejin smiled. "Because unlike you, I know exactly what's above your heads." The aliens looked up just as Hejin fired a single shot into the water main running along the ceiling. Hejin was already moving, diving through the spray as Daesung guided her movements. The aliens' energy weapons sparked dangerously in the water, unusable. She switched to hand-to-hand combat, taking down 3 confused Kiveri soldiers with quick strikes to their armor's weak points. Asterisk. Maintenance elevator, right side. Asterisk. Daesung directed. Hejin rolled through the legs of a struggling Kiveri and slammed her hand on the hidden panel. The doors opened instantly. "You won't escape," Razik shouted, but his voice was lost in the sound of rushing water and failing armor systems. Inside the elevator, Hejin quickly pulled off her wet outer jacket. "That went well," she said, catching her breath. Asterisk. "Don't celebrate yet." Asterisk. Daesung warned. Asterisk. "We still need to reach the communication center. But first, we have another stop to make." Asterisk. The elevator descended to the botanical research level. Hejin moved quietly through her familiar workspace, now dark and damaged from the earlier attack. She went straight to her private lab, where her most sensitive experiments were kept. "I think I know what you have in mind," she said, opening a secure cabinet. Inside were samples of her latest work, plants modified to survive New Gaia's harsh environment. Some of them had developed interesting defense mechanisms. Asterisk. The Kiveri's living armor is partially organic, asterisk, Daesung explained. Asterisk. It might react to certain botanical compounds. Asterisk. Hejin quickly gathered samples from 3 different plants. The first was a vine that produced a powerful natural electrical charge. The second released spores that could eat through metal. The third was her latest project, a fast-growing moss that thrived on bioelectrical energy. As she worked, the building's security feeds showed her what was happening above. The Kiveri were regrouping, their armor slowly adapting to resist water damage. But they were more cautious now, moving in smaller groups, checking every corner. Asterisk someone's coming, asterisk Daesung suddenly alerted. Asterisk not Kiveri, human biosignature. Asterisk. He-Jin raised her rifle, pointing it at the lab's door. It opened slowly, and a man stepped in with his hands raised. She recognized him immediately. Jai-Ho, the colony's head of security. "Don't shoot," he said quietly. "I saw what you did up there. That wasn't normal human fighting ability." "How did you escape the aliens?" He-Jin asked, keeping her rifle ready. Jai-Ho smiled tiredly. 20 years in colony security. I know every hiding spot in this place. Plus, I found this. He held up a strange device. Took it off a Kiveri I managed to surprise. It shows where their patrols are. Asterisk, he could be useful, asterisk Daesung suggested. Asterisk, we need all the help we can get. Asterisk. He-Jin lowered her rifle. Want to help me cause some trouble for our unwanted guests? Jai-Ho's eyes lit up. What did you have in mind? Working quickly, they combined He-Jin's plant samples with some basic lab equipment. Jai-Ho's knowledge of the colony's ventilation system proved invaluable. They planted packages of the modified spores at key points, ready to be released into the air circulation. The moss spores will be attracted to their armor's bioelectrical field, He-Jin explained. Once it starts growing, it'll feed on their power systems. The other plants will make their armor very uncomfortable. Remind me never to make you angry, Jai-Ho said, looking impressed. But what about the colonists they've captured? Asterisk, the ship's holding cells will be shielded, asterisk Daesung told He-Jin. Asterisk. The spores won't reach them, but we need to move fast. More Kiveri ships are approaching. Asterisk. He-Jin quickly explained the situation to Jai-Ho, including a simplified version of her AI enhancement. To his credit, he took it in stride. Secret military program. Huh. He said, checking the stolen Kiveri device. Well, we all have our secrets. I wasn't always just a colony security guard either. They finished setting their traps just as the Kiveri began a new sweep of the level. He-Jin's finger hovered over the ventilation control that would release the spores. Ready to show these aliens why they shouldn't mess with human scientists? She asked. Jai-Ho chambered a round in his backup pistol. Born ready. But after this, you're going to tell me who else in the colony is like you. We're going to need all hands on deck. He-Jin nodded and pressed the button. Through the security feeds, they watched as their invisible weapons spread through the building's air system. The first screams of Kiveri soldiers, as their living armor began to malfunction, were particularly satisfying. Phase 1 complete, He-Jin said. Now let's get to that communication center. It's time to wake up the rest of the colony's surprises. The backup communication center was hidden 3 levels below the colony's main power plant. He-Jin and Jai-Ho moved carefully through the dark corridors, watching the chaos unfold on upper levels through Jai-Ho's stolen Kiveri device. The alien soldiers were in disarray, their living armor being attacked by He-Jin's engineered plant spores. We're being followed, Jai-Ho whispered suddenly, stopping at a corner. Asterisk 2 signals. Asterisk Daesung confirmed in He-Jin's mind. Asterisk, but they're not Kiveri, human biosignatures. Asterisk. He-Jin raised her rifle anyway. Come out slowly, she called. Hands where we can see them. 2 figures stepped into the dim emergency lighting. One was a tall woman in a maintenance uniform, the other a younger man wearing a medical coat. Both had their hands raised. I'm Sunmi, the woman said. This is Ta-One, and like you, we have extra help in our heads. He-Jin felt a surge of excitement. Asterisk, she's right. Asterisk Daesung confirmed. Asterisk I'm detecting their AI signatures. They're like us. Asterisk. Your eyes are awake already? Hejin asked, lowering her weapon. I thought we needed the communication center to wake them. Taiwan smiled, tapping his temple. The chaos you caused with those spores was enough to trigger our emergency protocols. Very clever, by the way. My AI specializes in medical systems, and even he's impressed with your botanical warfare. Mine focuses on engineering and mechanical systems, Sun Mai added, which is why we need to hurry. The Kiveri aren't just collecting humans, they're also downloading data from our colony's mainframe. They're learning too much about Earth's technologies. Jaiho looked between them, shaking his head. How many more of you super soldiers are hidden in my colony? 3 more, Sun Mai answered. But we haven't detected their AI signatures yet. They might be in the captured groups. They moved together toward the communication center, each person's skills complementing the others. Sun Li knew the maintenance tunnels even better than Jaiho. Taiwan's medical knowledge helped them understand more about the Kiveri's biological weaknesses. Asterisk incoming transmission. Asterisk Daesung suddenly announced in Heijin's mind. Asterisk. The other AIs are connecting. Asterisk. I'm receiving it too, Sun Mai said. The Kiveri ships, they're using some kind of neural technology for their faster-than-light travel. That's why they're really here. They want to study human brains. My AI confirms it, Taiwan added. Their own neural systems are failing. They need new templates to stabilize their technology. They're desperate. They reached the communication center's heavy doors. Sun Mai went to work on the control panel while the others kept watch. Her hands moved with inhuman speed as her AI guided them. Once we're inside, she explained, we can access the colony's deep space transmitters. We'll call for help and wake up any remaining AIs. Look at this, Taiwan said, studying the stolen Kiveri device. They're pulling back from the infected areas, regrouping near their ships. He paused, his eyes going distant as his AI processed more data. They're calling in reinforcements. The doors slid open with a soft hiss. The communication center was untouched, its banks of computers humming quietly. Sun Mai went straight to the main console. How long until their reinforcements arrive? Hejin asked. 3 hours, Taiwan answered. 5 ships, bigger than the ones already here. Jaiho checked his weapon. Earth forces are at least 12 hours away, even if they respond immediately to our distress call. Then we have 3 hours to free the captured colonists and prepare our defense, Hejin said. She turned to her fellow AI-enhanced humans. Between us, we have combat, medical, and engineering capabilities, plus whatever the other 3 can do, if we can wake them. Asterisk the odds are still against us, asterisk Daesung noted. Asterisk, but the Kiveri don't know about the full extent of our abilities. We can use that. Asterisk. Sun Mi's hands flew over the console, sending the wake-up signal now. If any of our sleeping friends are in range, they'll activate. She smiled as new data flowed across the screen. I'm also launching a little surprise. The colony's maintenance robots are about to have a very interesting update to their programming. And I'm releasing the medical bay's entire stock of stimulants and combat drugs. Taiwan added, if we're going to fight off an alien invasion, we might as well use everything we have. Hejin felt a new kind of confidence growing. She wasn't alone anymore. The Kiveri thought they were hunting simple colonists, but they had stumbled onto something far more dangerous. A group of humans and AIs working together, with nothing left to lose. Okay, she said, checking her rifle's power cell. Let's show these aliens what happens when they push humans too far. We have 3 hours to make them regret ever finding our colony. Commander Rezik paced in his ship's control room, his living armor rippling with dark colors of rage. The human specimens they had captured lay in stasis pods around him, but his real prize was still free. The enhanced humans were proving far more troublesome than expected. Report, he demanded, watching the colony through multiple scanner feeds. The human bioweapon continues to damage our armor systems, his science officer reported. Worse, we've lost contact with 3 more search teams. And the officer hesitated. Speak. Our neural drive is showing signs of critical failure. Without new neural templates to stabilize it, we won't be able to make the jump home. We need those enhanced humans. Down in the colony, Hojin and her team were making final preparations. Sun Mai had reprogrammed the maintenance robots to act as a defensive force. Taiwan had converted the medical bay into a command center. Jiho coordinated with them using his knowledge of security protocols. Incoming transmission, Sun Mai announced. One of our sleeping friends is awake. It's Yonghe from Environmental Control. A new voice crackled over their comm system. I'm in the Kiveri's second ship. They have me in their lab, but they don't know I'm awake. My AI has already hacked into their basic systems. I can see everything they're doing. Asterisk, this is perfect. Asterisk, Dae-sung said in Hejin's mind. Asterisk, we now have eyes inside their operation. Asterisk, through Yonghe's connection, they watched the Kiveri scientists studying the human captives. The aliens were desperately trying to understand how human brains worked with artificial intelligence. Their neural drives are amazing, Taiwan said, analyzing the data Yonghe sent. They use living computers, like their armor, but the biological parts are failing. They're dying. Hojin felt a strange mix of pity and anger. They're desperate, but that doesn't excuse taking our people. 2 hours until their reinforcements arrive, Jiho reminded them, checking the scanners. We need to move now. Their plan was risky but simple. Sun Mi's robots would attack the Kiveri ships from multiple directions, while Taiwan's medical drones would spread more of Hejin's plant spores. The chaos would let them board the ships to free the captives. Wait, Yang had transmitted. I found something in their data. The Kiveri aren't just studying us. They're scared of us. Their leaders think human AI technology might replace their organic computers completely. This isn't just about survival. It's about preventing humans from becoming stronger than them. Commander Razik was reaching the same conclusion in his control room. He watched recordings of the enhanced humans fighting. Their movements were too perfect, their strategies too advanced. If humans could bond so well with artificial intelligence, they might soon surpass the Kiveri. No more delays, he ordered. Full attack. Bring me those enhanced humans, dead or alive. Burn the entire colony if you have to. The Kiveri ships hummed to life, their weapons charging. But that was exactly what Hejin's team had been waiting for. Now, Sun Mai commanded. Hundreds of maintenance robots emerged from hiding places across the colony. They swarmed toward the Kiveri ships, carrying packages of Hejin's engineered spores. The aliens' weapons blazed, destroying many robots, but more kept coming. Their neural network is overloading, Yonghe reported from inside the ship. They can't process all the threats at once. Their living computers are glitching. Hejin led her team toward the main ship under the cover of the robot attack. The Kiveri's once perfect formation was breaking down. Their living armor, already damaged by the spores, made them clumsy and slow. Asterisk. They're panicking. Asterisk, Dae-sung observed. Asterisk. Their technology is turning against them. Asterisk. Through the chaos, Commander Razik spotted Hejin's team approaching his ship. His armor shifted to combat mode, weapons extending from its surface. He wouldn't let these humans ruin everything. I understand now, he broadcast on all frequencies. Your AI technology is too dangerous to exist. We will destroy this entire colony before letting it spread. You don't understand anything. Hejin responded, her voice calm as Dae-sung helped her aim her rifle. Humans and AIs aren't fighting for control like your species and your computers. We work together. We're partners. That's why you'll never win. The Kiveri commander's answer was a scream of rage as he charged toward them, his armor glowing with deadly energy. The final battle for the colony was about to begin, and both sides knew only one could survive. Asterisk, His armor is unstable, Daesung analyzed. Asterisk. The neural interface is breaking down. He's losing control. Asterisk. Razik fired blast after blast of energy, but He Jin dodged each one with enhanced speed. The ground where she had stood turned to glass from the heat. She returned fire, her shots precise, targeting the weakened points in his armor. "You're just proving my point," Razik screamed. "No natural being should move like that. Your eye has taken over." Inside the Kiveri ship, Yang He worked frantically to free the captured colonists. His eye had cracked the stasis pod controls, and people were starting to wake up. But time was running out. "Enemy reinforcements entering the system," he transmitted. 20 minutes until they arrive. And the ship's neural drive is going critical. Sunni's robots swarmed Razik, sacrificing themselves to slow him down. Each explosion lit up the night sky like tiny suns. Taiwan's drones wove between the blasts, coating the commander's armor with more spores. The living metal began to bubble and crack. "He Jin," Sun Mai called out. "The terraforming controls. We can use them." Asterisk, she's right. Asterisk, Daesung said. Asterisk. The atmospheric processors. If we overload them. Asterisk. He Jin understood immediately. She sprinted toward the colony's environmental control center, trusting her team to keep Razik busy. The commander saw her run and tried to follow, but the combined attack from all sides kept him pinned down. "The neural drive is affecting his mind," Taiwan reported, his medical eye analyzing Razik's movements. "The connection between him and his armor is breaking down. He's losing himself." Inside the environmental control center, He Jin's hands flew over the controls. The colony's terraforming system was designed to slowly change the planet's atmosphere. But with Daesung's help, she could do something very different. "Everyone get to high ground," she ordered through the comm, "and seal your suits." The atmospheric processors roared to life, but instead of their usual gentle operation, they began pulling air with incredible force. A massive vortex formed in the center of the colony, growing stronger by the second. Razik stumbled as the wind began to howl. His armor, already damaged by the spores and attacks, started to peel away in the artificial storm. "What are you doing?" he screamed. "Showing you real cooperation," He Jin answered, her voice calm despite the chaos. "Everyone, full attack, now." Sunni's remaining robots launched themselves at Razik. Taiwan's drones released their last spores. Jaeho's precise shots found every new crack in the commander's armor. And He Jin, working with Daesung's perfect calculations, fired one final shot. The combined attack, along with the tremendous atmospheric pressure, proved too much. Razik's living armor finally failed completely, exploding in a burst of purple energy. The commander fell, his true form exposed to the harsh wind. "Stasis pods are all open," Yang had transmitted. "Colonists are evacuating the ships, but the neural drive is about to explode." "Sun Ma, can you shut it down?" He Jin asked, fighting against the wind to reach the others. "Negative," Sun Mai replied, her engineering eye analyzing the problem. "The biological components are too far gone. It's going to take out both ships when it blows." Asterisk, incoming transmission from the reinforcement fleet. Asterisk, Daesung suddenly announced. Asterisk. They've seen what happened to Razik. They're retreating. Asterisk. Through the howling wind, they watched as the Kiveri ships lifted off, their hulls glowing red as they fought against the artificial storm. The emergency thrusters burned bright as they escaped the atmosphere, leaving their commander and their failed mission behind. Jin waited until the ships were gone, then began powering down the atmospheric processors. The wind slowly died down, leaving an eerie silence. Around them, the colony lay damaged but not destroyed. Medical drones were already attending to the freed colonists. "Did we really just fight off an alien invasion?" Jaeho asked, lowering his weapon. "We did more than that," Taiwan said, checking the data from his medical eye. "We proved something that will change everything. Humans and AIs working together isn't just possible. It's more powerful than any force that tries to control through fear." He-Jin looked at the fallen Kaveri commander, feeling a mix of victory and sadness. They were so afraid of being replaced that they couldn't see the real solution. Partnership, not control. Asterisk. "The Earth ships will be here in 10 hours. Asterisk. Datasung reminded her. Asterisk. "What do we tell them?" Asterisk. "The truth," He-Jin said firmly. "It's time for everyone to know about us, about what humans and AIs can achieve together." Above them, New Gaia's twin suns began to rise, their light shining on a colony forever changed by one long night of battle. Tom was worried. He knew the storm was coming. The weather report said it would be a bad one. He had to prepare his small house. First, Tom went to the store. He bought lots of food and water. He wanted to have enough for many days. Next, he checked all the windows and doors. He made sure they were shut tight. He did not want the strong winds to damage his house. As the sky turned dark, Tom could see the storm approaching. The trees started swaying wildly. Heavy rain pounded against the roof. Thunder boomed loudly overhead. Tom sat nervously inside. He hoped his house would hold up. He had done all he could to get ready. Now he just had to wait for the storm to pass. The wind howled angrily outside. The walls shook. Tom started to get scared. What if the roof blew off? What if a tree fell on the house? He tried to stay calm, but it was hard. Suddenly, the lights went out. The house became pitch black. Tom fumbled around for a flashlight. His hand shook as he turned it on. At least he could see again, even if just a little. The storm raged on through the night. Tom barely slept. Every noise made him jump. Finally, as dawn approached, the wind began to die down. The rain became a light drizzle. Carefully, Tom opened the front door. He peeked outside. Tree branches and other debris littered his yard. But to his relief, the house looked undamaged. They had made it through the fierce storm. Tom knew there would be a lot of cleanup work to do, but for now, he was just grateful his home was still standing. He had been wise to prepare for the worst. His planning had paid off.